Better Together with Maria, your life improvement series.
God, when I cross the truth, give me the awareness to receive it, the consciousness to recognize it, the presence to personalize it, the patience to preserve it, and the courage to live it. I mean, there's so many drop the mic moments that I just loved. And it's like I said, it's so targeted for the people who listen and watch this, because there's so many nuggets in here. I mean, it's not even nuggets. It's a full, rich book of these things. When you're writing those, were those like that? Where was that written, that moment?
I wrote that in 1996 in Peru, and I was off about day 18 while I was off alone. I was alone in day 18 of my 22-day hike to the Amazon by myself. I believe it came to me, I write about the first 12 days of usually these walkabouts myself are not comfortable times for me. I'm with me, and I am not enjoying the company. I'm shaking demons off my back. I'm dealing with crisis of conscience and et cetera, and trying to figure out what the hell to forgive myself for and what to say the buck stops here. I'm changing it. And it's a painful process, but it's been a very valuable process. Now, after that, usually 12 days, I'll have sort of an awakening where I'll be like, okay. I just realized what I always knew. The one person I'm stuck with is you. So we better figure out how to get along. I'll forgive you for this, and then we're going to change this. Now I can be present, and let's walk forward. And then I'm actually really in the trip that I'm on. And this one was in Peru in the rainforest. And there was a walk several mornings after I had that realization. And I was really now having a wonderful trip. And I had just written that poem about God. I want all that I can see, and all that I can see is right in front of me. It was that only what I was not thinking too far around the bend. I wasn't thinking about where I'd come from. I wasn't thinking about if and when I should go home. None of that. I was just really present. And I turned this corner on this muddy jungle trail, and the floor was lit up neon blue. I mean, did not look like a naturally made color. It looked like neon, some kind of neon blue supercharged nuclear. It was glowing. And I stopped because it didn't look, in the middle of the jungle, it looked very unnatural as a whole. And it was right in the middle of the path. And then as my eyes focused, as I backed away from it, I started to see separation. And what it was like tens of thousands of these butterflies all bunched together on the floor, covering an area of about 20 feet by 20 feet. And it was tens of thousands of them. And I was just like, whoa. And so I just sat there and said, it was quiet and listened. And that's when I talked about the awareness, which is, put herself in a place to be aware, the consciousness to receive the presence, personalize, the patience to then go. This is going to take work to hold on to this truth, because I know I'm going to go back to the Western world, and I have responsibilities, and I have options of things and friends and communication. So it's going to take work to preserve this truth. And ultimately, can I have the courage to actually enact it, for it to become a habit, to become part of my being? And I think it turned out to be a really nice prayer, I think, for everyone. Is sort of a journey of how we go in our spiritual selves and what we learn when we learn things. And I think it does go from awareness to consciousness to presence to patience and courage.